Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and today I'm taking a first impressions look at a new version of a game I've already played. This is How to Survive Third Person Standalone, a new release of an older game that kinda sounds like it should have just been a mod or something. On the surface, this essentially sounds like they've taken the base game and switched it from an isometric overhead perspective to a kind of, behind the character third person perspective. Now the real question is that all they did, or did they actually make the game play better in third person, instead of just having it be the kind of original control scheme with a much closer camera? And that's what we're going to find out here. So I haven't touched this at all. Obviously I've played some of the main game, have not finished it because of some networking issues playing this with a friend. But I do plan to play through this with the same friend, so I'd like to find out now if that's worth doing. So same sort of premise here. You're a survivor who wakes up on an island and gets a bunch of tips from a crazy man in a welding mask who has written a survival guide that he has left scattered around and who you actually do meet. So first we gotta pick our character. They all have slight advantages and disadvantages, as well as unique items they can craft that other characters can't. Let's just go with Kenji here. Let's go with normal. Oh, I guess it would be How to Survive Third Person Standalone Up Close and Personal. But they're in a really weird order there.
Mayday! 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 This is Scamper VL2841. Our position 2 nautical miles southwest of Los Riscos Island. We require immediate assistance. Our controls are out. Visibility poor. Mayday! Mayday! Mayday!
This is the Coast Guard Station, Brands Point, Scamper VL2841. Coast Guard Station, Brands Point, Channel 16. Your trajectory is fine. Keep your course. Over.
Coast Guard, please confirm. Reef right ahead.
So something I hadn't noticed before, and I don't know if this is a spoiler or not because I don't know if it's true, but that Coast Guard voice that responds and tells them to keep on the course they're on sounds a lot like the crazy guy that you get advice and tips from. Alright, so right off the bat, we've got these tombstones here. These are where other players have died at some point. Sort of like the Dark Souls bloodstains. And yeah. This is definitely third person. It doesn't look awful or anything. The models aren't super detailed since they were originally zoomed much more farther out, though I wonder if they touched them up a bit, since you're going to see them closer.
Hey, you, please. I need some help. I was attacked. There are monsters everywhere on this goddamn island. Some followed me and surrounded me on this beach. I managed to kill some of them, but look, bastards bit me. Listen, I know there are medicinal plants around.
Gotta find him some medical plants. This is all the same. So far it seems to control, pretty standard for a third person. It does say hold space to sprint, but it's more of a dash. You don't sprint for very long.
Help!
We got some sort of Metroidvania things like this scattered around that you'll need to come back and use new tools you've obtained to get through. I believe that's optional, that stuff there. I just only needed one. Nope, there was another one here somewhere.
Thanks, pal. These plants taste like shit, but they're pretty good painkillers. You may need them yourself. Here's hoping you don't.
Congratulations.
Hey, my name's Andrew. I'm not sure how I ended up here. It's a little hazy. But this place... it's a nightmare. A living nightmare. I'm one of a small group of survivors. It's been about a week since we tried and failed to escape these islands. It seems impossible to get off. Many of us have died, devoured by these damned monsters. Right now, my friend Ramon is all I've got left. The rest are either dead or walking dead. Ramon is injured and can hardly move. I left him close to our boat while I went to find fuel. Please find him. Tell him that I'm injured and stuck here. Listen. Be careful. Really careful. The island is swarming with these fucking monsters. Here, take this stick. You'll need it to survive.
Well, I'm glad that he gave us the stick, because otherwise we'd never be able to find one on this island covered in trees. So this is kind of what I want to see, is the combat, how that works in third person. Some zombies right there. Kind of just looks the same, you know, instead of overhead clicking on stuff, we're just clicking. I wonder how awkward this is going to be when we get into a fight. Alright, here's our first Kovac survival guide.
Kovac's rules. Introduction. Greetings. If you are reading this, you are probably afraid for your life. You will be lost and hungry. And if you have not already, you will soon encounter the many zombies who live here. Please, stay positive. The situation is desperate, but not lost. Thanks to my survival guide, you will get through this. My guide is a thorough training program to help you survive the most extreme environments. It contains all you need to combat the zombies. Good luck, and see you soon, survivor! Remember, unarmed combat is useless against these monsters. Always use a weapon.
So really, your feelings on that whole thing there will determine whether you actually want to play this game or not, because there is a lot of that. You will be dealing with Kovac and his rules quite a bit throughout the game. So if you find him kind of annoying, then you're probably not going to want to play this. Alright, as expected, the combat is kind of awkward. It doesn't really seem like they changed a lot. Oh. Basically, you give them a good smack, then you can do a finisher using just regular zombies. This one is off the map, so I can't actually reach him. Alright, so we can hold right mouse to actually swing a bit better, which is nice, because otherwise it gets really awkward. Though I have a feeling you're probably going to need to do that a lot to actually fight anything. I double finished that guy. So yeah, this definitely feels not the most fluid, but honestly, the original game wasn't exactly super polished with anything. So it's really one of those games where you have to kind of have a tolerance for not the best stuff, but it's decently fun. I enjoyed it. Is there a little health plant there? There is a bunch of stuff you can craft throughout this too, but I believe you have to find the recipes in the world to actually make them. Or get them as quest rewards from various NPCs. A lot of people died here. The combat wasn't super complicated in the original either, though later on you do get a bunch of different options for ranged weapons, so I imagine that would make the third person actually better, because, you know, you could aim in real time. The melee is kind of what you do when stuff gets too close to you, or you want to save some ammo, because there's only a couple zombies or something. So far I'm seeing some problems with avoiding getting hit. There's no real good dodge or anything. Like, you can do your little run to dash out of the way, but there's no proper dodge, which there kind of has to be in these third-person games. Instead of just trying to stun lock zombies. I guess we'll be adding to the tombstones here. Wait, which one of these is selected? Oh, this is one of those confusing things. Is it the one with the arrow or the one without the arrow? I'm gonna say it's the one with the arrow. Hey look, it's me! I'm dead! Yay! Oh fuck, my stick broke. Now I am completely defenseless. That's bad. Excuse me, sir, can you help me with my predicament? I need a stick. Oh, there's a stick there. I don't remember the stick having durability originally. Alright, I'm starting to notice a bit of a trouble here for us. I might not actually be able to get past this without finding another stick somewhere. It is entirely possible there was a stick I missed just kind of on the ground somewhere. Oh, we leveled up. Empty bottle, can't do much with that by itself. We did level up, however. Where would that be? How did I bring up my inventory before? Alright, skills. So our first skill is the ability to ignite campfires, like this one. Are we allowed to do that yet? It really doesn't want to stop telling me about the combat mechanics. Were there more zombies here last time? Maybe it's just a randomized amount of damage your stick can take. Hardware box, wooden stick. Let's see if we can craft anything out of those two things. Oh, you know what? We might not actually be allowed to craft anything yet until the game tells us we can craft things. So this is Ramon here.
Hey, who are you? And where's Andrew? You met Andrew? Well, where is he? Oh, shit. That's terrible news. Yo, if they bit him, it's all over. It's only a matter of time. He's gonna turn into a monster too. Yeah, I got bit too. That's why I cut my leg off. Well, my own leg. I had no choice. I want out of here alive. So what about you? Have any teeth marks to declare? No? Wait, and you got here, what, with just a stick? Listen, if Andrew's bitten, then I'm shit out of luck. You've got to help me. But look, I can help you too. I know how to survive. Come on, we can work together. You and I. Here, take this. You got a whole heap of shit ahead of you. If you want to stay alive, okay. Come, follow me. Night's about to fall.
Alright, so now we got the machete, which is the first proper melee weapon. You can use it to cut down bushes. And I assume the machete does not break like the stick. I wonder if they did any new animations for this. I don't remember them well enough to go, hey, yeah, that's an old one. Alright, got a big fork in here. So we don't have the required thing to get through those yet. Well, I guess he's just dead now. Also, I fell down, so I have to go back around. Sure, I'll take your piece of fabric, dead guy. So there is a bit of a hunting survival mechanic to this where you actually need food eventually. Though because we haven't gotten to that point yet, we don't have to worry about it. We also don't have to worry about water yet. Alright, well we're gonna want to get back to Ramon over there. I think we'll end this with Nightfall because that's one of the other sort of mechanics. Yeah, we found a recipe for a healing poultice. Poultice? I believe it's poultice. It's one of those words we don't really use anymore. Now it's more of a band-aid or a plaster, depending on what part of the world you're in. I'm going backwards. Should be going this way. There's actually a surprising amount of dead people around here. I mean, yeah, we died a couple times, but they're all in the same spot, and for the same reason of not having something better than a stick. Of course, I suppose if someone decided to fight all these zombies early on, they'd have the same problem. Is this the same shack we already broke into? I think it is. It's a fucking graveyard over here. You can actually turn these off if you think it's silly to have all these gravestones everywhere. There's us. Well, there's me. I won't blame y'all for my inability to stay alive.
Here's the plan. Last week, on another island, we found an old air tanker. It's damaged, but we could repair it and escape. Boats can get us out onto island, but by air, that seems to be the only way out of here. Andrew's mission was to find gas for the plane. This is your job now. Problem is, night is coming. Some really freaky creatures come out only at night, along with the other monsters. These creatures are vile and really aggressive. They only attack when it's dark and hate bright lights, so I'll give you my personal flashlight to go to the village. Or can I ask?
Well, we've already done that. So now let's, So, problem, I don't have a piece of flint. I have the skill, but not the item. Like, I'm not crazy, right? He didn't actually give me a piece of flint.
Light the campfire for me, please. I don't want to stay here.
Kovacs rules.
Like, you'd think there'd be a piece of flint lying around here, right? Was I supposed to pick that up somewhere else? Oh, there's another stick there. I don't know, man. I'm not seeing any flint anywhere. It's just repeatedly telling me to buy the skill I already have. Alright, so there's a limited number of skill resets. Tell you what, if I find a piece of flint, I'll come back and help you. I feel like it used to be a lot easier to see pick-upable items before. I feel like they showed up more on the overhead view than they do here. Well, that's a stick, but we can't pick it up. There's a flint in this shed. There's just a take icon. Okay. Tell us how to make a wooden axe. Hardware plus stick plus. Alright, for some reason the game tabbed me out and then crashed when I tried to tab it back in there after picking up that recipe. Still no flint, as far as I can tell. In fact, half of my stuff has disappeared. So that's cool. So I'm just gonna go to the place we're supposed to go and see if there's any flint there, and then I'm gonna give up. The kill animations are still pretty wonky. Alright, we already got that before, but I guess I didn't save that either. Potion of aim. I feel like that's a lot less useful, also in third person. Oh, look, look, another machete. Pull it right out of her skull. But it won't let me because I don't think the machete can break. I don't think you can lose the machete, so you never need another one. But I will say that when you're playing this co-op, because it was not originally designed for co-op, when you get weapons and stuff, you'll only get one. You won't get one each. You'll have to share the one, so like, the second player would still be stuck with the stick right now, instead of the machete. And I'm assuming, based on what I just saw, that they probably didn't fix that in this. Which kind of sucks. But yeah, that's How to Survive third-person standalone. It's basically the same game from a different perspective. That said, it does include all the DLC and is a lower price than just the base game, not even counting the DLC. So for $10 you get, you know, How to Survive in third person, plus all of the extra content, extra modes and stuff. You know, there's a slightly more kind of roguelike survival mode with permadeath, where you just kind of go around the islands fighting and trying to find an escape vehicle. But, yeah. So if this looks appealing to you at all, you can get it on Steam for $10. Or if you already own the original game, this is only like $2 or $3. So if you enjoyed it enough that you would want to replay it again from third person, then maybe this is for you. But otherwise, I don't know. Obviously, it's up to your discretion, guys. I shouldn't have to tell you, hey, game that you just watch me play is good or not. I enjoy it. I would definitely play this through with a friend. Because, you know, every game is better when you play it with a friend. But I've been Shadefire, this is How to Survive, third-person standalone, and I'll see you all again next time. Till then, you folks take care and stay alive. Actually, since we were right next to it, let's try out the bow for ranged combat. So yeah, it definitely seems a lot easier to just aim and fire. Also a lot easier to find your arrows, which would often get shot off into the distance and you'd never be able to find them again. There does still seem to be a bit of generous auto-targeting on it. You know, that first lady looked like the arrow just kind of went into her head when it should have missed. And that arrow is still gone, so forget what they said about finding them again. But yeah, this definitely feels, you know, more responsive than the original game, where you just basically point in a direction and shoot. That said, I don't think headshots matter. I think you always get a headshot here still. Because obviously in the original game you could aim at different body parts, so like, let's shoot her in the... Oh no. Can't switch to your machete on the fly though, so that's a bit of a problem. Alright, that's all.